What up, ladies and gentlemen? You're tuned into the Madden Underground podcast. It's your boy Brian James, and I'm back with my guy Snipes and Philly Guy. What's good, fellas?
What's going on, fellas?
How y'all doing?
Excellent, man. Excellent. Y'all crowned a new champion last night. Sorry I couldn't make it.
Oh yeah, man. We it wasn't a new champion. It was actually the same guy as last year.
Well, back to back.
Back
Yeah,
to back
back.
Yeah, and you missed the after party.
Yeah.
Right.
It was that. It wasn't definitely an after party. We
NFC after party. Yeah.
It was mainly, you know, the main guys didn't show up. The Hollywood guys, the playoff guys didn't show up. It was just a bunch of guys who in the NFC that didn't make the playoffs.
Okay.
Talking about what they could have did.
Yeah.
What they
That
could have
Cancun
did.
party. Yeah.
The Cancun. Hey, and Blaze thought that was ultra soft. Everybody posting nice pictures of beautiful Cancun after losing in the playoff game in the chat. They're like, oh, Cancun is nice. Come welcome. And everybody's all willingly joining Cancun after losing. Blaze thought that was the softest thing ever, by the way.
Cabo,
that makes him old, bro. That makes him old. You know what I'm saying? This young generation, you know what I'm saying, when the game is over, they trying to hang out. Like, hey, yeah, man, you know, you whoop my ass, you want a chip. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my homie. That's my homie.
Cabo.
Yeah.
Cabo. Okay.
Cabo, man. Cabo. Participation trophies. That, man.
It's a lot we got to talk about tonight. We got to talk about the Super Bowl that transpired last night. We got to talk about the NFL Combine that's maybe 2 weeks from now. That's gonna be something to look forward to. And also, we got playoffs. I mean, not playoffs, but we got free agency in the draft. This is something new that we're gonna do because we talked about this prior to doing it a few months ago. Going over free agency, going over the draft when the time came. You know, because people say, "Oh, who should I draft?" They seem to never want to download the draft class and look at it when they have full access to the players that are in the draft Snipes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely.
So, we're gonna do that tonight. Go over some of the players that's in the draft, and give guys little access and insight on what to look forward to moving forward, going into season 4, and you know, and just see what comes of it, man. Because we got a lot to talk about. Also, want to talk about the NCAA game. They said there were some hidden gems in the commercial. Did you peep those out, Snipes?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
A couple little tidbits here and there. A big shout out to everybody that's trying to put it out there, man. It's some pretty interesting tidbits. I mean, they break it down even to the little I forgot what they call them, the thing where it says action. And they got all the numbers and everything on it. They talk about, you know, those are the dates and when it's coming out and that, and the third. I mean, they just breaking it down. It's crazy.
They did a huge job of doing that, man. They talking about it's gonna be June.
Yeah. Some of them saying it's June. And then obviously, I'm thinking it's gonna be July. I'm thinking it's first week of July. That's just.
I think it's either first week of July or early June. And it's a lot you got to process, man, because you got a lot coming at you in those months. You got the Madden beta that always drops.
Yep.
You got NCAA dropping. It's a possibility that they may drop a beta. You know, just to get people, you know, intrigued or interested in it, man. But it's a lot coming at you, and I know a lot of people are excited about NCAA. What are you looking forward to most about NCAA, Snipes?
I just want to. I really, really, genuinely just want to see, number one, how many schools are going to be in it, and what the my favorite thing is what the crossplay is going to be like. Yeah. With all of these different schools and what the dynasty mode is going to be all about. That's my biggest take on. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is that, because I mean, I got so many guys, man, from the commentary standpoint, just constantly contacting me and asking me, you know, am I going to be doing college? What are we going to be doing? I have no idea what we're doing until May, when we get more information.
Yeah,
I can't say anything until May.
Until May, you know. So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we all waiting for the same information, and when it comes out, you know, everybody's gonna have to scramble to put something together. The minimal time that you're gonna have to do so with that window, but and then I think that's gonna slow everything down for Madden, because I think everybody won't be in as a rush to get to playing Madden. You know, I think we'll still go get it out and play it and ball out on it. But I think that college is people gonna want that time with college. They're gonna want a little bit of time with college.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So
That's why the June date that you're talking about,
it makes so much sense.
It makes sense if you're EA. It's like, it may not EA, but it makes sense for us as fans.
I mean, like honestly,
give us that time. June, July, late August when Madden comes out. You giving us almost 3 months of college.
They need to go ahead and just release Madden the week they normally do the first patch.
I agree.
Just go ahead and push the Madden date back a little bit.
But they won't because of MCS. They got to have that first weekend tournament.
Man,
you know what I mean?
To
make people spend so much money.
Yeah,
that money, man. Like,
the money they make in that one weekend of just
oh my gosh,
trying to get everybody to buy the mud packs and things like that. Could be.
Oh, ain't no try.
No, well, get the mud packs. They could. I think that triples the numbers of a lot of just releases of a lot of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make more money than most games, period. So with the release of MUT, the early release of MUT and all that stuff and things like that. But the real game, we know, everybody knows in franchise, you don't start right away. You got the patch, you wait for that patch because it's always gonna be something not working right in franchise because the game is out in a beta state. You know what I mean? And when the game came out, it was like, yo, this is still the beta. Like, it's the same game. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, they patched it and they said, oh, okay, now it feels like a complete game.
Yep.
That
part. Yep.
So, I think for the most part that they'll wait. I mean, I would hope they would wait, and release it, man, not rush it out, But I know the MUT element forces you to say, you know what? Go ahead and put it out so we can make that money. It's everything's about the dollar.
Yep.
What do you feel about it, Philly?
I mean, look, it's probably going to drop the end of August for Madden, right? Because that's what you want to do, right? If you already selling MUT cards and you know that there's way more NCAA fans, you know that you can have way more NCAA MUT cards and everything else that they bring into it. You want that to be the game of the summer. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You got June, July, and basically August. So you got 3 months of this game. Everybody's going to be hyped. And then you roll into Madden, right? Mm-hmm. And you got Madden for September, October, November. Mm-hmm. And then come December, you know what I'm saying? You looking at the championships and everything else like that. Everybody going to be all psyched up, So you got to map this out. You got to look at those windows. So I expect for them to drop it in June. That's all I'm saying. I expect for Madden to come out, maybe the 3rd week of August.
I get always done pretty much.
Weeks. Yeah, like it's got to be at least 2 weeks before, you know what I'm saying, the season drops. But I mean, we've been waiting for it though. We've been waiting a long time for NCAA.
Man,
definitely,
a long time.
Definitely.
I think that's going to be the primary thing because we've waited. What has it been? 10 years?
Yeah.
Since the last NCAA. So we're waiting so long for this game. I think it's gonna just go crazy as far as sales. To be honest, I will not be surprised if we see server issues week 1 or whatever. I will not be surprised, man, because we're gonna have so many people buying that game. It's gonna be ridiculous, man.
And it has the potential to do way more numbers than Madden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
It has the potential because you gotta think about every school that's in the game. They have a fan base. Like every school that's in the game, regardless if it's a small school in a small area or a big school in the big area. All those places have huge fan bases and have a lot of players that want to participate and play and represent the school that they go to or the school in the area or school close.
I think the tournament scene is going to be crazy.
I think the tournament scene is going to be crazy. But it's so much you could do with it. From an esports standpoint, just based on it being college schools and people being able to have representation of the school that they go to. What do you think the odds of them creating a basketball game? Because they said there's rumors of a basketball game coming out too.
I don't know if that's gonna. I mean, it's always a possibility, no doubt. But you got to think about a whole NBA Live factor. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA Live got canceled. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if
NBA Live got canceled because they couldn't compete with 2K.
Agreed.
you couldn't compete with 2K. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you turn NBA Live into a college basketball game, I think it's more enticing to the audience because
Yeah.
now it's not
Could be.
an NBA game. It has something. It has a different element to it, a different nuance to it, to where you can play with your favorite school opposed to just playing with the same NBA players you playing with on 2K. You know.
Yeah.
So I thought if they used the actually the same engine that they made NBA Live with, and just made it a college basketball game,
Yeah.
it'd have been way better. You know. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my
I like that thought though. I definitely like that thought. I think that'd be something that if they did do it, man, like I'd be all over that too.
no, yeah,
I would enjoy playing a game like that. Most definitely. You think about it. If you got NBA 2K here on the pro side of things, completely different game compared to the college. You know what I'm saying? It just intertwines. But at the same token, you got to think about it when we kind of segue back to the football aspect of it, and then what you could do when you include Madden with it, as far as roster building and everything else. Like, you know what I mean? Can you imagine building your player up for Ohio State? For you to be able to draft it on the new Madden, draft that person on the new Madden. This is just things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that'd be crazy.
Yeah, there'll definitely be some intoxicating games, man, to say the least.
For sure.
Yeah.
Another thing, I see Jay Hall, I see Woody in the building. He said can't be addicted to 2 toxic games.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Jay Hall saying gonna take USC back to glory and NCAA if when he comes out. So we'll see, man. Like, what's the school that you're looking forward to playing with?
Oof.
The school Colorado. They're not the hottest and best team in the world, but a lot of people
everybody gonna want to play with them.
Colorado.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
If they got the Shador doing this on the game or something like that with the watch, then everybody's gonna want to play. And that fan base is huge. You gotta think about it. They got a huge fan base too now. So
Yeah. And obviously Alabama's huge. Believe it or not, even though it sounds crazy, Notre Dame is a huge fan base. A lot of people, want to play with them. Obviously Michigan, we all know what it is. Everybody gonna want to play with Michigan and Ohio State. I mean, it's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be so wild. I can't wait.
It's talking about Georgia in there, man. Sticking with Madden. I'm sticking with Madden.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro. When you realize, it kind of has similarities and everybody playing NCAA, you gonna want that break from it, especially after watching college football on Saturdays. You're gonna be like, man, I might as well go ahead and mess with that a little bit,
Yeah.
So
When you see all your guys playing it, you could say now you won't play it. Once you see all your Madden Underground comrades playing, it's gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to go cop the game. I mean, there's no question about it. You're gonna go cop the game.
Yeah. So especially with the playoffs, them introducing the new college playoffs into the game.
Yeah.
Too. And it's gonna make everything pretty dope, man. But yeah, back to the Madden side of things. Last night we had a Super Bowl between TG and Burko. It was a great matchup, man. These two dudes fought very hard to get here. They made it here, and getting to the Super Bowl is no easy task, as you know, Philly guy. As you know, Snipes. You've commentated so many of them.
Oh yeah.
But getting to the Super Bowl is not easy. And these two dudes did it. How did you guys feel? Did you get to see the game, Snipes?
Yeah, I got to see like end of the third and then the whole fourth quarter.
Okay.
And look, TG, he had his opportunities, man, at the end of the game. He really did. He had some opportunities, but I mean, Burko, aka Mr. Back-to-Back. I mean,
back-to-back, man.
Hey, look, beastly, man. He did his things. Congratulations to Burko, man. Great season once again, man. And hoisted a trophy and hoisted the G once again. So he done took home 2 G's now. That's some change.
2 G's, bro. He trying to get 3, make that 3, and it was his birthday week, so.
That worked out perfect for him.
Shoot, man. I made me a G. I can blow this for the weekend, or put it aside, save it, however you look at it. But he got some walk around money for the weekend for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
What you think of the game, Philly?
I mean, I tried to tell you what the NFC was going to do. I tried to tell you about playoff Burko. I wasn't surprised.
Burko is a different character right now. Burko looking real different.
I told you. That's what I'm saying. But I will say this. I will say that we had talked about fumbles in MP's game, and we had talked about fumbles in the Super Bowl.
TG said they doing ball security drills right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I felt like he had a late start, you know what I'm saying? But he was actually able to be up a couple times in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at those turnovers and then you just take those points away from Burko and you give those points to TG, he could just as easily have won it. So, I think this is probably the first time that the AFC actually showed that it could potentially win the game.
Okay. That's how you feel. Tell them how you really feel, Philly.
I'm just saying. I thought it was the best the AFC looked in the past 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I thought TG, he held it down, but he fell down. He fell down early on them turnovers and just couldn't quite recover. But yeah, man.
Okay.
It's looking good for y'all.
You said it's looking good for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape. That's how I feel about it. We got some potential going into the next season, and a lot of players are looking like they're prepared. That hasn't always been the case. You know what I mean? People haven't always been prepared going into these seasons. Let me fix my camera. Whatever, look crazy, but
no problem. I'm actually about to change my mic while we at it.
Yeah, my camera doing some ridiculousness right now. Am I back to normal? There we go.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're good. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna cue up the mannequin challenge, have that playing in the background.
I know that would have been dope.
You got everything fixed.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
But a lot of players. We seen Burko make the adjustment. He started playing more regs because of franchise. He knew what was at stake. Started playing more regs. We watched him play a couple of regs games. He didn't start the game start the dimes game because he wanted to get his feel for the regs. So he played a regs game before playing dimes. And I think it paid off dividends because dimes plays more mutt than regs. You know what I mean? So shout out to Burko, man. That was an impressive feat. We had a couple 2-time winners, but back to back, bro. That was. I think he's gonna go do a 3rd time. You know what I mean? Like
you think that was gonna be my question. Do you really think he's gonna go ahead?
The way he's playing, he looks like he's that far ahead of the pack. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
let's keep in mind this. TG had 15 abilities on the field on both sides of the ball collectively, like 15 abilities.
Okay.
Wow.
And we saw what he did to Trey for life.
Yeah.
The knockouts. The ability to stay away from those knockouts was impressive. He had things running this way and routes running that way, and he kept those knockouts occupied to where he was able to free up somebody and get them in the open field to make a play. And then on top of that, he gave you a healthy dose of the run game. I think that was the most impressive part, was the fact that he gave you an extremely healthy dose of the run game.
Have you noticed all the champions that you've had? Obviously with Burko being the back-to-back champion.
Yeah.
But have you noticed with all the champions, man, like these guys run the football.
No, they run the rock.
You know what I'm saying? They run the football, man. You're not getting a lot of, slinging the football with a lot of these champions. These guys are running the rock, man. They are taking notes and just running the football this year. This is just a year running the football. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you want to win, you run the football.
Yeah, you got it. It's good. We know Burko can pass the ball, but people forget he can run the ball. Like when I was first introduced to Burko, he was running the rock. It wasn't like he became a great passer too. I think he could always pass, but he was toting the rock. Like he was running the ball a lot. You know what I mean? He used to run the ball a lot. So now maybe it's because of the Madden I met him in. That was the year, the dude won the MCS with the punter at quarterback. But
yeah.
It is what it is, It's impressive that what he did, and it can't be taken away. I know a lot of people say, "Oh man," but Burko's that guy right now when it comes to the Xbox Pro League. He's that.
No doubt.
Let me see what we got here. And I know the Madden Royals
Some good
playoffs.
news for everybody, man.
You said the good news.
I'm saying, yeah, everybody's waiting for the good news. You know, you promised everybody you was going to show them a little something. You
Oh
know
no,
what
no,
they
I'm gonna
they
get to that.
earned.
I'm gonna get to
Oh,
that. I'm
okay.
gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So yeah, we talked about the everybody the rewards for week 13 through 18, and these are the winners of those awards. BKP got a superstar. The Chargers trade for life. He got a star player. Needs to inbox me what player he wants that on. Before we start bidding, the Bengals star player. Falcons earned him a superstar. That's Assassin. So Assassin needs to get with me. Cardinals earned a star player. Buccaneers earned a star player. Broncos earned a superstar. Titans earned a star player. Ravens earned another star player. Jets star player. Cowboys superstar. Packers superstar. Eagles superstar. Steelers superstar. Saints superstar. Texans X Factor. Jags superstar and Chiefs star. So these are the rewards for the week 13 through 18 challenges during the regular season. We'll have the new challenges available for you guys when we get to the preseason, so you guys can get ready to start taking on those challenges during the season, so you can get more upgrades and things like that. So make sure you stay in the loop of that and check the challenge section in the Discord. That is the most important thing. Also, we're gonna talk about free agency real quick. How do you feel about free agency, Philly? I don't have much money. I won't be making too big of a splash, but there are certain guys in the league.
Yeah, I'm broke. I'm broke. So, you know, I'm going to have a lot of money next year. Shout out to Struggling for helping me with my finances. My man came at me like TurboTax last night. It was great. But yeah, I'm broke to now next year we can go shopping.
Yeah.
But this year we're gonna stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fix our clothes a little bit, break out that sewing kit. But there's a couple teams you were talking about that actually can break bread.
Look, Broncos almost got 200 million. And I'm not
That's
saying
crazy.
I'm not saying
That's
and keep
crazy.
in mind, he was balling out with a team that was like barely 70 overall or 72.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He almost made the playoffs with a team that was 72 overall. So, there's a lot of positions that you can address. As far as quarterbacks goes, I think Trey Lance may be the best quarterback in here. You got Zach Wilson, who's the X factor, and in my opinion, I think that might be the healthy option for Jay Hall, you know, if he doesn't decide to draft a quarterback.
Why is Trey Lance in there?
I don't know. He's in there, bro. But he's in there. You don't resign your players. You gotta, you lose them. So,
gotta be careful with that.
Yeah. So,
Gotta be quicker than that.
At the running back position, there's got Alvin Kamara in there. He ain't the best Alvin Kamara, but he's in there. You got Aaron Jones, a former Packer.
He's been in there for like 2 years, bro.
Okay.
He been in there he been a free agent for like 2 years.
You got Devin Singletary in there, man. You got a couple guys. Let's see. Now, if you're looking for a speedy back, you got Keaton Mitchell in there, man. 94 speed. Naeem Hines, 93 speed. Kirk Merritt, Pierre Strong, 92 speed. You got a couple speedy backs in there. You can do some things with, throw two out the backfield. You're trying to incorporate that into your offense.
I think everybody's going to be looking more in the draft for them speedy halfbacks if they can possibly get it.
Yeah. Definitely. So, Cooper Kupp is in there, 88 overall, 92 speed. Man, that's not bad. Like, if you're looking for a receiver that can get open, I know there's some teams that may need a receiver that can get open with some sure hands, some good route running, good spec catch. You know, Mike Williams, a big target. Juju Smith-Schuster.
This draft is coming up. This draft is coming up right now. What is it heavy in right now?
We'll look at that in a minute. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know they got some solid players in here, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You got Deontay Johnson, Rashad Bateman. You know, I don't know if TG meant to let this guy go, but he's in there. Rondale Moore is in there. That's another speed guy. Tyler Lockett, he done dropped the 88 speed, but he in there. I mean, he's still 82 overall. Jacoby Myers, Treylon Burks, a Titan. I had to let him go. He's getting pricey over there. Danny Gray, 95 speed. I'm wondering. I see two. This is the second 49er I've seen that made me wonder if Honcho re-signed his players. That made me wonder because you got Gray, 95 speed. That's a pretty fast dude in there, and it's quite a few fast receivers. You got Calvin Austin, 96 speed. Joe.
But you already talked about it though. You know the Bills. The Bills was crying about not having enough talent, and we saw what the Broncos was able to do. So I mean, they're gonna load up, right?
Yeah, I would assume so, man. I would assume so. At the tight end position, nothing really jumps out at me outside of the 88 speed Tanner Conner, Ortega Whiteside. You got Josh Oliver, who's a big target to hit, 6'5", 259. Spivey, Brock Cager, Lawrence.
They got Lawrence Cager in there too. Wow.
Yeah.
And Jelani Woods.
Yeah, so it's,
wow. Okay.
It's a couple of dogs in there. They don't have the highest overall. I think the best you're gonna get is 79 overall. But linemen.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, they got Thuney in there. You got Trent Brown in there. You got Connor McGovern in there. Quite a few players, man. That could. Jawan
And
Taylor.
keep in mind too, because this is season 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So being at a season 4, these guys, I mean, you can go in here, even if they're 34, 35, 32 years old or whatever, man, it's 1 year. Go get them.
Nah, man, they want 20 plus million, bro. I can't afford that. That's a little too expensive for my taste buds, bro.
No. I'm just saying in general, like if you're a guy that obviously if you're gonna be like in a playoff race and you're a lineman shy of having, you know what I'm saying? Go get him, man. It's one season left. Go get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, it's 2 seasons. Snipes.
Yeah, these dudes always want an extra season, Snipes.
Oh, yeah, true. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably 2 seasons. You're probably right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And until NCAA hit, they be like, you know what, you're right. We can go. So,
Exactly.
Wait for that, but tentatively, yeah, 2 seasons.
Exactly.
Let me see. Left guard, you got Connor McGovern, Juwan Taylor, Kappa. You got some good linemen in there. I showed my hand. I showed I was bidding on.
We talked about that.
Yeah, you got Drew Dowman. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys over there, man. But it's just a lot of good, solid linemen, man. A lot of solid linemen in free agency. So if you need to add that component, we got Zach Allen right here off a cool, solid edge rusher. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's more 3-4 type DN though. But interior lineman, you got Christian Wilkins, 90 overall. And he clearly was probably let me see how much he asking for. Oh yeah, he want 20 plus mil. He want 20 plus. That's the player friendly. That's 25 million plus whatever I was offering. So I'm offering 12 and he want more than that. So yeah, I'm like, that wasn't enough. So yeah, he wants some bread. You got Tier Tart, Grover Stewart, Travis Jones, Sebastian Joseph Day. It's a huge drop off. You got 90 drop off to 80 then to the 70s, but right in you got Drake Greenlaw. That's who I was surprised to see in free agency. He's still a pretty solid linebacker. If you move him back to linebacker, if you move him to right end, I think that's a risk. If I see Greenlaw at the DN position, it's stretch left. You know what I mean? He stretch right. Whatever side he on, we stretching to that side all game. You know what I mean? But we got Grady Jarrett still got a little bit left in the tank. Bryce Huff, he's still kind of young, still got something in the tank. The Darius Smith still got a little something in the tank. And then you got Leonard Williams, still got a little something left in the tank, man. And you got Peyton Turner, Sam Hubbard, a couple guys left. Linebacker position, you got Jalen Phillips with an X factor out there, man.
Jeez.
88
Not
overall.
long.
I'm
Not
sure.
long.
I already see 2 bids on him. People are already putting 2 offers on him, so I'm sure he's gonna end up on one of the rich teams, which is between the Bills and
Broncos.
the Broncos, man. Broncos got, like I said, he got 200, almost 200 million. So if I'm him, I'm putting money on every player that's the top player in every
Yeah,
position.
he could definitely get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Everything that you love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle linebacker, you got Jamon Bentley still here, Shaq Thompson still in here, and you got a 90 speed Leo Chenal, man. He 90 speed. I think he might be a steal. Like he's 29,
250, 84 strength.
Man, hey, 90 speed, 250, 84 strength,
And he 25.
25. He got 89 tackling, 89 hit power. What? 85. Oh, I thought that was block share. He got 77 block share at the middle backer spot, though. Oh, no. That was 85 block share, bro.
Yeah, that was 85 block shed, yeah.
Oh, my God.
What's that impact block looking like?
What the impact block looking like, man? 86? And 94 jump, Philly.
And 80 what power move? Or is that 50 something power move?
No, that's 54. No, 66 power move.
Jeez, a 94 jump,
94
huh?
jumping, man. Yeah, this crazy.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, somebody gonna get him. He gonna
Yeah,
fit in
he's
just
a
nice
good
somewhere.
pickup. He a good pickup.
And we got Ola Kuhn still out there. He still got a little left in the tank. Cole Holcomb, Ernest Jones. There's a lot of Bobby Wagner still fighting for his. He still want to play. You know, if you got the linebacker speed upgrade, you might be able to get him back up to an 80 or so. You know, so we'll see what happens with that, man. Right outside linebackers, you got Leighton Vander Esch out there, man. T.J. Edwards, Pete Werner, and Malcolm Rodriguez are the top guys. When you go to speed, you got Robert Spillane, Nick Bonito. Let's see we got speed over here. We got you got Leo, you got Noah Dawkins, and Kerry Coleman. Nick Neiman. Nick Neiman was the guy that was spying Lamar for the Chiefs. Yeah, you got. Hey, man, Chance Campbell, a lot of talent out there, man. A lot of talent out there, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent out there.
People say, "Oh, man, you got Darius Sneed out there."
Slay out there too, huh?
Slay,
35 though.
yeah, he a geezer, but he can make a play. He's one of them guys that make a play for you. You got Nate Hobbs.
Might want to put him in the slot.
Yeah, Bryce Hall. You can move him to safety. I move
That part, yeah.
Slater free, man. The boy play free. That's what the corners do when they get old. Get the 89 speed. You got James Bradbury out there. I'm sure he'll be willing to get cooked for you. Let's see who the fastest DB is out here. You got 96 speed Kalen Barnes sitting in free agency. 94 Keon Crossan, Josh Blackwell, Najee Johnson, Sneed. Man, I'm sure people gonna go crazy to get Sneed though.
Oh yes. Sneed gonna be a quick pickup.
Yeah, I think they gonna go crazy to get Sneed over there. You got Kobe Durant, man. So, you got Kevin Byard in there, Jordan Whitehead, Quadri Diggs, John Johnson. You know, he's slow, but Caden Stearns. Caden Stearns is a killer out there, man. It's a good pickup to get. Brian Cook, Xavier Howard, strong safety. Grant Delpit, 85 overall, man. Kerry Joseph, Jalen Thompson, Stephon Gilmore, Von Bell, you know. And if you got those, you looking at the speed law, they're slow now, but if you got the +3 on your coach, guys like this can go a long way. It reserves, or preserves their shelf life because they speed may drop, but you can kind of get that boost if you got the right coordinator, So here's what it is. I like this guy. I had this guy in hybrid. 6'4", 205. Great lurk, especially if you got the speed boost on him.
Mukuamu?
Yeah, he's 6'4", man. That's a great lurking middle. You got him at the sub package. 6'4", 205. It takes about 2 impacts from a lineman for him to get fatigued. But in coverage, though, on passing down, you sub him in and you get the lurking with him. Yeah, he covers a lot of ground because of the height that he has. So, let's Who else? There's another 6'4", Nashawn Wright, man. 6'4", 185. This dude's terrible in the run game because he's 185, but I'm sure he can cover in the pass game. Jojuan Williams, another guy. Jonathan Abrams.
But are you gonna touch these cats if you looking at free agency right now,
Yeah.
and you saying to yourself, okay, 75 and up is a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? 75 and down, second round pick. Like, are you looking at these cats and you looking at their age? Are you looking at, the upcoming draft and saying, well, I can get somebody younger, that's got a similar skill set, right? And build them up faster and better.
You could.
And they're going to cost less.
You could. But my thing is that, like, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the pick or player that you want. You can say that it's always a good to have a backup option, just in case you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You can always release the player if you draft somebody, but my thing is for the guys that already got a solid team, use free agency to fill the voids. That's how you make your team better. And
Makes sense.
The thing that was crazy to me is Burko don't participate in none of this stuff. Like, I mean, he might resign the players that he have, but he don't participate in free agency. I have never seen Burko bid on the player in free agency. I've never seen him do the draft. It's always some simulated player he ended up getting, and so the draft will be simulated. But I'm just saying, like, you set your draft boards and all that. But my thing is, it's a solid draft class, man. And I'm gonna show you guys some of the players that I actually like in the draft class.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's kind of what I wanted to see. Was what what do you go? What is it heavy on as far as the draft? This year, is it more heavy on running backs, corners?
I think it's balanced, man. I think it's just based on, like, it's gonna come down to what you need. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that you're lacking? Like, is it you need corners? Yeah, they got some corners in there. You need
right.
receivers. They got a few receivers in there. It's all about
right.
It's all about draft positioning, though. Like, what are you in position to get? And ultimately, like, there's certain players that you want to get that you in this draft that you're gonna want to get. One player that I know for a fact that you're gonna want to get. You're gonna want to get this guy. You want to get Zachary Branch, man. Zachary Branch. You guys can access this in the draft class. Zachariah Branch, whatever. USC player.
Zach for short.
Yeah, Zach for short. He has 97 speed, 96 acceleration, all that. But he is also superstar. So you definitely want to, if you can, get a hold of him. That's one of the players that you want to get. Especially if you got an early pick in the draft. You can go Arch Manning if you don't have a quarterback.
He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop. Because the top teams have quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, the top. Well, do they?
The top drafting teams, yeah, they do.
Let's look at the top drafting team. Let me see what the top drafting teams are.
Yeah, I was just about to say, please, I want to see that. For sure.
Let's see who the top drafting teams.
I'm gonna tell you who the team. I can tell you off the top of my head.
Definitely need to see that.
It's the Seahawks, right? It's the Vikings.
Okay.
Texans. It's the Saints. It's the Packers.
You said the what?
It's the Packers. And
all right, so look.
Yeah, that's top five.
Let's do it like this. So yeah, you got Seahawks number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings number 2. Texans number 3.
Yep.
Seahawks. I don't think Seahawks quarterback better than Arch Manning. Maybe so. Vikings quarterback better than Arch Manning. Yeah. Texans. Yeah. Saints. I don't know. Do the Saints have a better quarterback?
Yes.
Up in the air.
No, he got a young boy. He's not using Derek Carr. He got a young boy. I forget his name.
I don't know, but would you I'm talking about a development perspective.
Yeah, he's ahead of that. Like I said, just take a look at his quarterback.
Okay. Well, you got the Saints quarterback. You good with your quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay. Rams are good. Jets are good.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let that man fool you.
I guess at this point everybody's kind of solid with the quarterback position. I think.
Don't let him fool you.
The Broncos could go get a quarterback.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
they
I'm
can.
saying Arch Manning gonna drop. He gonna drop.
I
He gonna drop out of the
I
top five.
think the Broncos need to go ahead and try to get Arch Manning, man.
Yeah, he'll fall to him. Unless, somebody move up, but he gonna be there.
Ain't nobody behind him that need a quarterback though.
Ain't nobody in front of him that need a quarterback.
Yeah, so he can definitely get Arch Manning. I think that'll be a great fit for J Hall, man. Arch Manning. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
But go ahead and talk to the people a little bit, Philly, about what you saw in the draft that you thought was interesting before I come back.
All right. So Snipes, you was asking the question like what's really in the draft, right?
Right.
All right. If you looking at speed, which most people do, you got Damani. Damani's the corner. He's like 98 speed, so he's the fastest. And then coming after him, you got a whole bunch of wide receivers. So if you need speed at receiver, this draft has got it. Like, they kind of short on a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really looking for a tight end, I mean, first round, nah. But if you're looking for speed, you can get speed at wide receiver. They got a lot of speed at receiver. There's a couple of corners. There's a handful of corners, but, Damani is definitely number one, and he's superstar. Brian was already talking about Zachariah Branch. He's superstar. You got Caleb Downs. He's a strong
Branch might be the top pick though, huh?
It's either gonna be him or Damani. You know what I'm saying? Because they both superstars, but they got speed like that. And then
Right.
You got Caleb Downs. He's playing a safety position, strong safety position. He's a superstar. He's a superstar defensive back. So you got a lot of fast receivers. They overall may not necessarily be nice like that, but hey, you get you a star development. You know what I'm saying? They got some speed. Do your training. Make sure that you do your off-season program. And you never know, man. Sometimes these cats,
they fall,
and then they get out of training camp, and all of a sudden they're a superstar. So you got a lot of speed at receiver that's out there. But
now, what do you guys think is going to happen with these these first, let's just say 6 draft picks?
Mm-hmm.
All right, if we're talking about the first 6 draft picks, what's who do you think out of the 6 draft picks, who do you guys think is going to flourish enough to possibly make a playoff run? Obviously, these first 6 they didn't make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, I don't think the draft picks is going to help those guys.
You don't think it's going to help those guys at all?
No.
Okay.
I respectfully disagree, but continue.
Philly, you had the first top 5 pick the last 3 seasons.
Okay, here we go again. I did not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, top 5 pick.
No, I did not have a top 5 pick all 3 seasons.
A top 10 pick.
Yes. Yes.
Top 10 pick.
Top 10 pick. That's correct. Continue.
Yeah. So top 10 pick.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you guys don't think that is gonna help anybody within the beginning of the draft?
It definitely can help. It definitely can help. It depends on like the team and knowing what they need. Like, do they know what they need? Like, it's a lot of people. They say, they have teams and they want players and they just go get a player that they like opposed to getting a player that they actually need that can contribute.
Yeah.
I watched Philly do it numerous times.
And we're back on that again. All right.
No, I mean, like, all right. So let me ask you this, Philly.
Yes.
Given what do you feel like? Who do you feel if all these players in this draft could be an instant impact player? Like, just name one instant impact player that you feel like an instant impact player
for the Packers.
Not for the Packers, just for any team, like
just in general, yeah.
The
just
top
in
5
general.
teams, like you got the Texans, you got the Rams, you got the
right.
Who do you feel would be a top, like, just an instant impact player right away? Come out right out the gate.
The fullback, Brian James. Final answer.
All right, yeah. See, this is what I'm saying.
It's got to be Damani. It's got to be Damani, man. I'm sorry. It's got to be Damani. Like Damani is a generational talent. You know, he comes with 98 speed, 98 acceleration, and he's a superstar. So,
That's crazy.
um,
He's
yeah,
he's got to be the top pick.
yeah,
He's got to be the top pick of the draft.
yeah, and that's one of the things.
He's actually not like overall wise, but he's
I'm
definitely
just
gonna
saying.
be the number one pick player. He has to be the number one pick player. There's no other player worth picking
Because
that.
the Seahawks have who else they got opposite him?
I'm just saying that combination would be crazy.
Okay.
That combination would be crazy. So look, I'm gonna pull it up on screen.
Mm-hmm.
See, Seahawks still got Woolen?
Yeah, he still got Woolen.
Yeah, it does.
You throw.
Oh my
You
God.
throw Damani on the other side, but Witherspoon in the
Oh.
slot, man. Whatever the
Oh
rookie they
my
got,
gosh.
man, hey.
That's oh my gosh, man. That's definitely should be top corners and safeties in the league, period.
98 speed,
Top secondary in the league.
98 acceleration, 90 agility, 60 awareness.
He's not that bright, but you know
not
that
the smartest,
that'll
but,
change.
But superstar, and he's undisciplined. You know what I mean? So, but you're using him. If you use him, don't matter. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Like I said, it could be. It's a series of players. Another player that I like though, I actually like was what is it? Keon Saab out of Michigan. I liked him. I liked him a lot. But
You liked him over Caleb?
no. I didn't like him over Caleb. Caleb to me could be the first pick overall. He could be the first pick overall for the simple fact that he could play any position in the secondary, honestly. You know what I mean? He can play any position in the secondary. So like I like that, but Damani definitely for sure is gonna be the number one pick. And especially if the Seahawks have the pick, they're gonna take him number one.
Right.
Was there any pass rushers that you like, Philly, that jumped out to you?
I think the number one is Keely.
Yeah.
I think it's Keely because Keely, he's a power rusher. You look at his weight, but then you look at his strength, and you look at the rest of the numbers that he's bringing to the table. So, yeah, that dude is solid. And then if you do have the coaching trait where he can get +3 at linebacker or wherever you decide to put him, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be 89 speed to start off. Maybe he gets a speed boost. But yeah, I can see him being easily, 90-something speed, 90-something acceleration. He's got 86 strength. You got to believe that can go up too, and then you throw on a coaching tree on top of that. But he's got the 82 power move, so
definitely.
That's the number one pass rusher that I'm looking at, in my opinion.
Definitely. So I'm just saying we there's no excuse for anybody not to have the right draft board set. We've provided you with the draft class to download, and then we've also gone over the draft class with you guys. You know what I mean? Like it's we told you the guys, the go-to guys. You know what I mean? There's guys that can instantly contribute. And my thing is this: if there's a guy in the draft that you see in there that's higher than the player that you have at the current position starting for you, draft the guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy can be a contributor. He can be an instant starter, and it is what it is, man. A lot of people think that you gotta have the best players at all times. When necessarily, you just need to get players better than the players that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
fair.
And
absolutely.
I hope people don't take that with a grain of salt. Use that information to their advantage and
obviously if they don't use the information, then you guys can use it.
Oh no, I'm definitely I use it every
You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can use it.
Any running backs jump out at you, Philly?
I didn't really check that, but I mean, they are a little bit faster than the previous drafts. Who do you like?
Me personally, I like DeAndre White. Right. 6 feet.
I figured you would say that.
233, bro.
Yeah.
233, yeah. 92 speed. That's a big dude. That's a lot of weight coming at you fast.
Yeah.
You said 233?
233 with 92 speed.
230.
Oh yeah. That's that's another version of like they call Big Angry.
Yeah.
Big Angry right now is Najee Harris in the league.
Yeah. So I'm like, you need a dude that big running that fast, man.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
a couple of backs in here though that you can come in and instantly cook with. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but that was one that stood out to me. Another one is Isaiah Jacobs, 89 speed, 6'1", 235. I'm just looking for bigger backs. That's just me.
Yeah.
I got the speed. I need the thunder. You know, we got the lightning. So
We know.
So I don't know,
We
but
know.
yeah, you guys download the draft class. Just search Team Brian James, and it'll come up. The draft classes will come up. Download the latest one and upload it to a franchise. Go through it. Come back into our franchise. Set your draft boards, and on Friday we'll simulate it. Let you guys do your training camp, and then on Saturday we'll begin the preseason, advancing through the preseason. Let you guys do your weekly.
So let me ask a question. Obviously, when we talk a little bit about the draft situation, all right, and obviously, this year we decided that we're gonna simulate the draft completely.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be something that we're going to do going forward from now on? Just simulate the draft every single year? Or are we going to eventually, get back to... I know a lot of people might have that question too. That's the reason why I asked. For the guys that are not... You know what I mean? They may want to know what we're going to be doing. You know what I mean?
What I've learned over the years of doing this is that you got guys that get on for the first round, and then after, as a commissioner, you're sitting there going through round after round after round after round, and then notice it's like 5 guys still left in there, and those guys
exactly
5 guys left in there drafting, and you just hitting the skip button, hitting the skip button, hitting the skip button,
yeah,
hitting the skip button. Then you might skip a guy that's on, and he's like, "Hey, man, you skip me!" Like, man, dude, it's 2 guys.
And I said that, and I asked that to kind of get you guys' thoughts on that, because I deal with a lot of leagues that actually they do the first 2 rounds, and then everything else is simulated. That's it.
Yeah, and
even, you know what I mean?
Even with that, like my thing is this: like, set your draft board, and you can say, okay, I'm a pick and things like that, or you can sit there and pick, but it's gonna be the same players are gonna go in the same order if you set your draft board.
Pretty much.
Somebody was there, and then it's a little less time consuming. You think about 3 hours versus 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 minutes. Yeah. You can use the day. You can set a day aside for everybody to set. Like, today we're gonna hold the league, let everybody set the draft boards, and then we're gonna simulate the draft tomorrow, and then that's that. You know, and everybody in the league sets their board. If you don't know how to do so, let us know. We can show you how to do so. But it's not that hard. I'm looking at guys in the league right now that's looking like they're financially strapped and don't even know that there's a restructure button in the game. Like, a lot of people don't even, like, a lot of guys in the league don't even know that there's a restructure button. Like, if you go to the player and you go to his player card, there's a restructure button at the bottom left. You can restructure the contract and free up some cap space for you so you can go in free agency and bid on some players. There's guys that don't know that that's a thing. They're just like, oh, man, I don't have any money, and they get off the game.
And they could have re-signed some of the players that went into free agency.
Or what they do is they restructure during the season, and then they can't. Then it makes it difficult to restructure at the end of the season when you get to the part when you should restructure.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't restructure a contract until you get the re-sign, or right when you get the re-sign. That way, the restructures of the contracts are impacting you the current year that you're the current year that you're playing in. Now, if you do it the season during the season before, those restructures they're putting the money on the next year. So when you get there, you won't have any money that year to bid on anything. So you want to put it. You always want to push everything a year out. So you wait till you get the re-sign to do your restructures. Because during the season, you're putting it on the free agency part of the year because it's putting it on the next calendar football year. So a lot of guys make that mistake too. And then they I don't have any money. I'm broke. I don't have any money for agencies. It's trash anyway, you know. But like I said, man, just knowing the game, knowing the nuances and how everything operates, that's huge. That's huge. And we, on the podcast, we tell everybody how it works. And that some guys listen and they benefit from it. And then you got guys that don't listen and they don't benefit from it, you know. So with that being said, you know, we enter in season 4. It's gonna be a great season. A lot of competition, new players in the league.
Yeah, who are the new players in the league? How many
I was
new
just
players?
about to ask that same thing. You know, who's the new players in the league that we're talking about here for season 4?
We got Nelly. Nelly, he's an MWS guy.
Okay.
He jumped in the league, took over the Cowboys. We got King. He jumped in the league. He's an MCS guy.
And wait, you said King, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay. I've seen him play before. Yeah.
Out of Vegas.
Yeah.
I met him at a tournament in San Pedro. He came down here with Fetty and C-Jack and all them was down here. He was came
Okay.
too. But your mama threw a tournament out here in San Pedro, and he came to the tournament. So I met him. I actually met him in person there.
Okay.
But yeah. It's a couple of different guys jumped in, and that was just the name too. You got True Legend who's been here. He came up from the hybrid league, so I think that's the only guy we pulled from the hybrid league so far. So, and I think him being pulled was because of the familiarity with how we do things, and that's the main thing is guys being able to function within the scheduling system, being responsive and things like that. Like playing Madden.
He left the hybrid league, I think, undefeated, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was struggling.
Right?
That was struggling.
That was struggling.
Yeah,
that was struggling.
Struggling
Okay.
shouldn't even been in the hybrid league, to be honest. But
Yeah.
he's in the playoffs and pro every season. But we struggling had to leave. We like, bro, you went undefeated in the hybrid. You look like a pro in here playing with the hybrid guys. You know what I mean? So
He had the Chiefs.
what they got to do anything?
Well, that's his favorite team.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
franchise.
And but I'm saying he didn't have Daniel Jones. He had Patrick Mahomes.
No, yeah.
So he was able to do some things. You know what I'm saying? That he had to wait a minute in pro to be able to run with his offense.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, he definitely ran through hybrid easy. it was easy. For him. So we got him up out of there. I think we gave Peebo Blitz, Greg Peoples, the Chiefs took over the Chiefs. We got Thomas Mallory in there getting some reps with the Cowboys, and Snipes in there killing, doing his thing. I seen you won another game. I saw that the other day. Snipes out there cooking, man.
Yesterday.
Snipes is cooking right
Man,
now.
and I'm trying to do something, man. But I gotta play them Commanders again, man. That dude is tough, man.
Yeah.
That dude is tough. He is tough.
And it all started with you beating the Tennessee Titans. Is that correct? Because you said you said you got like a new controller. You didn't have stick drift. Like, what was it?
Well,
that started you on this winning formula.
Well, I told you it had
No,
it was all
me.
about.
It's just me. It's just Brian. It's not Brian's not here. It's just me and you, bro.
Look. See, Snipes. Philly is trying to get any type of advantage he can get to win the game because he can't win them. He just can't win. He can't win.
Negative. I beat you in hybrid too. I just want to know how Snipes did it.
Dude.
I beat you when you had the Cowboys. I just want to know how Snipes did it because then he got on the run. So I'm just saying, like, what was it about that game, that propelled him to do the things that he's doing right now? That's all.
I just ran the football. That's all I did.
Football.
That's all I did. I ran the football. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
And threw a dot, a laser to win the game.
I threw one good laser, man. One good laser did the trick for me.
Yeah. So Philly.
And it's thanks to the stick drift. Again, Madden Underground. Check out the article.
Check out the article. Stick drift. So yeah, with that being said,
I did.
No, yeah, he wouldn't got a.
There it is. There it is,
bro. I had to do it. I had to do it.
When he got a controller.
Yeah, that lineman, he was running back. He was running back every play. Had to do it.
So yeah, with that being said, man, we about to get up out of here. This concludes the podcast for today. I hope this I'm about to say this, but help this information.
BJ needs some sleep. He needs some sleep.
Hope this information was useful to you guys, and you guys able to use it in the league this upcoming season. And we'll see you.
Shout out Slim in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Slim, man. We'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Are we gonna have a game of the week next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday we'll have a game of the week. So make sure you guys tune in, keep it locked. We'll be back next Wednesday, and we'll see you guys. See you guys in, man. Shout out to Slim, man. Appreciate you stopping by.
Can't wait for that schedule to drop.
Man, that schedule gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
And shout out to Burko, man, Super Bowl champion. We out of here.
Sir.